Our farm is located on Fyn, near Kerteminde. The name of the farm is Diet Landbru. We are growing around 400 hectares, where we grow chive or purloy, scorzonérud or black salsify, timian, spinach, Chinese cabbage, winter wheat for bread production, and winter rape and red fescue. Soil times what we have, that's GB 5-6 in average. We needed to find a system where we don't use so much time on the land, and then to save fuel and labor and less horsepower, no compaction. So we were thinking to start up no-till. 4 years ago we got a no-till seeder. It's from Argentina. It's called Juri, and that we are using for winter wheat and rape seeding. We have an old Stenhay seeder for our row crops, but we are looking for another seeder for the row crops, which can seed also in no-till system. This Juri drill, which we got, that's a 6-meter broad machine with 17.5 centimeter row distance, and it has a front disc, a turbo disc, which opens the soil, twists it a bit, so that makes the most of the soil job. And after there's a double disc opener, which places the fertilizer and the seeds together, and then there's a double V-shaped closing wheel, so for sure we could close the furrow. For this drill we are using around 240 horsepowers, and then we can drive between 8 and 10 kilometers an hour, so it doesn't need a lot of horsepower for a 6-meter machine. In the beginning we got problem with it because it's not a heavy machine, so we got problem with the seed placement. Because it's 6-meter broad, on hilly areas the outer few openers, they haven't had so much pressure to put the seeds on the right depth. So we needed to put on some extra weight on the wings, and then slowly we found out how to adapt the seeder to the Danish fields, because it's an Argentinian seeder where they have light soil. So here on the clay fields and full with stones, it was hard to place the seeds on the right depth. We have tried to just leave all the straw, but then unfortunately we got a lot of hairpinning and a lot of slugs. So where we are going to seed winter wheat, mostly we remove the straw, because the seeder, it can't manage all that straw what we leave on the ground. But for the spring crops we leave all the straw on the ground. We are trying to leave a long stubble, because that's no problem for the seeder to seed into long stubble, because that stands, so there will not be so much hairpinning. But if we chop it fine, the straw, then there will be a blanket over the soil. Of course, that's good for the soil if we cover it, but the seeder can't manage all that straw laying on the ground. We are using also a straw rake, but some places we saw it's not enough. So still we need a little soil work to make the right seed bed. We look on the field, what can we grow in it? Is it possible to grow spinach or Chinese cabbage? Because with that crop we start the no-till. Every year we adapt more and more soils to no-till system. Yeah, because we couldn't start with all our area, because then unfortunately everything goes wrong. When we decided to do no-till, then we adapted the field by field to the no-till system. So the first year we harrowed it with a horse Terrano. So loose it up, break up the plow pen, make the field nice and even, and then seed it in spinach or Chinese cabbage. And then after that crop, we called that field no-tilled.